Hey guys, Jeff Pellizzaro here, and we're going to start a new series on 18 Strong that we're going to call What, Why, How, because we get so many questions about different products or different things in the gym. What are they? How do I use them? Why would I use them? So we figured, why not answer those questions? So each and every week we're going to go through something, some piece of equipment, maybe even an exercise or a product, and let you know what it is, why you should use it, and how you should use it. So first one I figured would be perfect because we're such big fans of the RAD Roller products, and they've been sponsors of our show forever. So we're going to go through the RAD Roller, which is the original RAD Roller here, and just kind of share with you, first of all, what is it? And it's a myofascial tool. It looks like basically two lacrosse balls that are kind of fused together. And it's used to basically help you, work on the soft tissue of your body. So why would we use this thing? It's if you have some sort of knots in your, muscles, or you've got aches or pains, or not a joint that's not moving very well. There's different ways that you can use these tools, specifically this one, that will help you kind of get your body moving better. So we used to think that, some of these soft tissue tools would go in and break up all these adhesions just by rolling over them, but it turns out there's a little more to it than that. But what you can do is help your body basically kind of ease up some of the knots and the tension in your muscles. In some ways, it actually helps your brain tell your body to let that muscle relax a little bit. So I'm going to show you just a couple ways that I like to use this, one for the hamstrings and then one kind of for the back. That is something that I use on a very regular basis. So if you have ever tweaked your hamstring, gotten any kind of or you have some sort of chronic hamstring issues, or just tight hamstrings, this can be a great little device that you can use to first kind of get rid of some of that discomfort, but also help get you moving a little bit better. So the idea here is I'm going to put the RAD Roller right under the meat of the hamstring under here, and I'm going to look for some tender spots. And first I can just kind of go back and forth and roll around on it a little bit. And that's going to help kind of mobilize the tissue a little bit. You're going to feel a couple little knots in there. And just by doing this, kind of gently to start, and then you can get a little bit more aggressive, you're going to help that tissue relax a little bit and kind of break that up a little bit. Especially if you've had like a chronic strain, you'll feel that there's going to be some nasty knots in there. And then once I find a spot and I roll on it a little bit, then I like to kind of pin down the tissue and move on top of it, almost like if you had somebody sticking a thumb in your muscle and then you start moving that muscle underneath. It's almost like you're massaging it from the inside out. So I've got the RAD Roller under here, and then I'm just going to do some little hamstring or knee extensions just to get the hamstring kind of contracting and extending over the top of that ball. And so it's just going to kind of help loosen that up a little bit. So this is a great thing that you could do right before you go into some sort of a hamstring stretch. Another way that I like to use this is for the back. Many of us don't have very good extension at our upper back, which means our spine doesn't kind of bend backwards very well, and that can cause a whole host of issues. That can play into your shoulders and all kinds of things. So what I will do is I'll take the RAD ball, the RAD Roller, I'll put it on the ground, and basically what I'm going to try to do is put it like right over my spine, where the spine actually, the bone of your spine actually sits kind of in that little crevice there, and then this is going to be hitting the muscles right on the side. So when I lie down, it's going to be kind of like right there. And so I'll lie on this thing, kind of get it situated, and I'll usually start it up a little bit higher, and I can just sit there, I can relax, and just breathe. And again, you can find some tender spots just by doing this. And so just doing that, breathing into it, and helping those muscles to kind of relax and lose some of that tension. Then I'll even kind of do a little bit of almost like a crunch and a reverse of that, kind of extending over the top of it, just to see if I can get that area moving a little bit. And then once I do it at that spot, I'll kind of readjust. Go up a little bit higher and do the same there. Now, as always, when you do this, if you have a lot of pain with it or a lot of discomfort, you want to be smart with this stuff, so don't do it. And if it's causing a lot of pain, you want to stop and consult a professional. But this is a great way to just kind of work on some of those knots and some of those nagging areas. So again, the RAD Roller is one of the many products that the RAD Roller team has. So you can go to the link below the video here to check out all of their suite of products. You can find them on Amazon, but you can click over to their website because it gives a little bit more in-depth information on all the products they have there. So give that a shot.